Hello my dear students, today in this video lecture I'll be going to discuss about a very important and interesting topic, that is life cycle of Plasmodium vivax. We all know that malaria is a disease which is caused by Plasmodium vivax. Not only Plasmodium vivax can cause malaria, there are other such parasites like Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium falciparum can also cause what? Malaria. Okay, here I'll be going to discuss about only the life cycle of Plasmodium vivax. Okay, so let's begin. The life cycle of Plasmodium vivax can be completed into two hosts. One is human host, another is mosquito host. So in human host, asexual phase occurs, and in mosquito host, sexual phase occurs. When a mosquito bites a healthy human being, it releases a very infective stage of Plasmodium vivax, that is sporozoites, into the bloodstream of human being. Okay, after releasing into the bloodstream of human being, the sporozoites one way goes into the lymph node and in other way enter into the bloodstream. Okay, in the bloodstream, the sporozoites finds its way to the first target organ, that is liver. Within the liver, the sporozoites differentiated to form schizons within 6 to 7 days. Okay, and schizons later each schizons will produce thousands to 1500 merozoites. After production of merozoites, the liver cell becomes ruptured and release of merozoites occurs in the bloodstream. Clear? So in bloodstream, what will happen, what merozoites will do, the merozoites again finds its way to the next target, that is RBC or red blood cell. After entering into the red blood cell, two things happen. In one case, merozoites is differentiated into ring stage trophozoites, and in other case, merozoites is differentiated into immature trophozoites. The ring stage trophozoites again converted into schizons, and schizons will produce merozoites, and merozoites will again enter into the liver, and this way this cycle is repeated. And in other case, the immature trophozoites will differentiate it within the RBC. Okay, and during this differentiation, rupture of RBC occurs. Okay, rupture in both the case, in the ring stage as well as in immature trophozoites, the RBC will get infected. Okay, actually the rupture of RBC will occur in case of merozoites production from schizons. Okay, because of this rupture, fever will occur. Okay, we all know that the common symptoms of malaria is fever. Then what causes fever? We should know about this. So when RBC ruptured, a toxin released from that particular RBC known as haemozoin. Because of the release of haemozoin, the fever occurs. Clear? Okay, so next thing what happened, the immature trophozoites will again convert it into male gametocytes and female gametocytes, okay, into the bloodstream. When male gametocytes and female gametocytes floats into the bloodstream, in that phase, when a female Anopheles mosquito bite that person in which male and female gametocytes are present, the male and female gametocytes then enter into the mosquito body, especially the mosquito gut. Okay, within the mosquito gut, gametogenesis occur, and through gametogenesis, male gametocytes will be converted into microgametes and female gametocytes will be converted into macrogametes. Okay, and these microgametes and macrogametes will fuse to form zygote, and within the gut of the mosquito, Anopheles mosquito, the zygote is converted into the next stage, that is ookinete, and ookinete is again converted into oocyst. Okay, and after that oocyst will release sporozoites by rupturing. Okay, the sporozoites, what will going to be happen after that, the sporozoites will be stayed within the salivary gland of the mosquito. Okay, the sporozoites will be present within the salivary gland of the mosquito, and when that particular Anopheles mosquito bites a healthy human being, again that sporozoites will be entered into the human bloodstream from the salivary gland. Okay, and the cycle is repeated. So I hope you all understood the cycle very clearly, and thank you for watching this video. Goodbye. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.